first and last name?
Marina Stewart.
And what class are you in?
A class of 2019.
Alright. What instruments do you play?
Well, there's a list. I play the violin, the piano, the guitar, the bass, ukulele, tenor guitar, mandolin, a couple more I can't think of right now, but yeah, those are the basics.
Awesome. Well, how long have you been playing violin in particular?
Since I was in the 2nd grade, I think I started with private lessons. Private fiddle lessons, not like classically trained lessons. And then I quit for a couple of years because my dad played and I didn't want to be in his shadow, you know. And then I picked it up again when I was in like the 5th or 6th grade and just kept to it.
Awesome. Who inspired you to pursue music?
Well, I think it was mostly my family. I grew up in a very, very, very musical family. Like my uncle is the music director in Potlatch, Idaho for their entire school district. And then my mom sings and my aunts sing and my grandma sing. But my dad plays fiddle and guitar. So we play a lot together, but yeah, I grew up in an environment where everybody just played music. It was just something that you did.
When was the first time you played an instrument in general, like not including violin?
Piano was my first instrument. It was my main instrument for a long time. And I started on that when I was 5. I started private lessons when I was 5. You know, 5 or 6, I think. It was a couple years before fiddle.
Wow. What is your favorite genre of music to play?
To play? Oh, depends on what instrument I'm on. On this, it's old-time fiddle music, or have you guys heard of bluegrass? It's kind of like country, but just more instrumental and more acoustic. And then on the guitar, same genres. I think on everything but the piano, it's those genres.
Alright. Where, if any, have you played for performances?
Oh, all over the place. I've played all over the country for performances. I've traveled to compete with this. There's fiddle contests all over the country. I haven't gone international with it yet, but there's a couple in Washington State. I always go to Oregon. This year I'm going to Texas, and a couple years ago I went to Texas to compete. I've performed and I've like traveled all over the place. Like this last summer I did a performance in Montana. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Mostly in the Northwest, but I travel a lot for it.
You said you compete. Where have you ever like won a competition?
I've won one ever. It was called Fiddlers on the Peak. It's in Chewelah, Washington, and I won the junior division last year. But I usually rank about 4th or 5th place if I compete very well.
When was the first time you performed?
Well, probably my first piano recital, and that was when I was pretty little, because I started when I was little, probably kindergarten, and I was just playing hot cross buns. Or if you want like a real like performance and not recital, when I competed in a fiddle contest. My very first fiddle contest was somewhere in the central Washington, and I got 2nd in the novice division.
What is your favorite instrument to play?
My favorite? Oh, it definitely depends on what mood I'm in. The one that I pick up the most is definitely my fiddle, but depending on if I'm mad or frustrated, I'll probably pick up my guitar and sing a little bit. Piano is fun just to kind of sit down and play, but yeah, depends on what mood I'm in.
Are there any instruments that you are interested to play in the future?
I'd like to get better at the mandolin, and I want to improve my bass skills, but none that I really want to like pick up. I mostly just play strings, and every string instrument I already play. Oh, actually, cello. That's one I want to learn how to play next. Even though I don't know how it'll apply to my style of music, but I'll figure it out.
Alright. What opportunities has being involved in music given you?
All of my opportunities I've ever had have been through music. All of them to travel have all been because of music. My family doesn't go on vacations. We go to fiddle contests or we go to concerts. So I think pretty much any opportunity I've ever had has been through music, besides academic-wise. Like, even traveling with the school has been through music. So, yeah, pretty much anything that I can't think of I can't think of one thing that was an opportunity that didn't come through some music.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.